And we're live. Okay. So every day, unfortunately, fortunately, I am on social media and I get DM messages all the time. Now, clearly, I'm on YouTube and Instagram, which is Stephanie Ketogenic, and Facebook and all this kind of stuff. But I got this message from this guy today, which prompted me to do this video. And he was on a carnivore message board and he was like, I feel like crap. And they're like, well, you're doing it wrong. I feel like crap. And then they eventually just blocked him from these private groups, which is like, I know people are looking for help from these private groups, but often it can hurt you because people will lie. They won't tell you the whole story. They won't contextualize how amazing I feel, so fabulous, fabulous. And they don't contextualize how they actually feel. And so people start feeling sick and they don't know what to do. And they're like really desperate for help. So I want to play this message to you guys. This is on my Instagram, and which is Stephanie Ketogenic, which I think I already said. I swear I won't sell you a car. But let's listen to his message. And I'm going to break down why and then what to do about it. Yeah, so here we go. As I'm getting freaking Instagram more notifications from other people. Here we go. I hope the audio will pick this up.
It's just a post I made in a group talking about how the carnivore diet's like really stressful and that, and it just wasn't working out, and I quit it. And how like I was getting kidney pain and like all this stuff, like so stressed, couldn't sleep, and they just removed the post and censored it, like they didn't want to hear it. It's like these people got an agenda for sure. But yeah, I quit the carnivore diet. I'm not in good shape, actually. I'm kind of like really not in good shape.
Okay, so that was the message, right? And we've gone back and forth and back and forth. I don't want to show that's the messages. Oops. Messages going back and forth. I think I already showed his Instagram, but anyway, silly Stephanie. Okay. Anyway, the point is that he was just trying to express, like, look, I'm trying to get help here. Okay. He has kidney pain. This is very common now. Sarah, Carnivore Yogi. So make sure you go to her channel because that's my girl right there. We have found each other and have become very good friends. And you can find her channel on the show notes below, linked. Go check out Sarah Carnivore Yogi's evolution because she went through the same dang thing. Her GF on carnivore, this is high protein carnivore. Her GFR levels dropped, her kidney pain went up, and that's a problem when your kidney filtration is not working properly. And then you start to actually have the sensation of kidney pain on carnivore. Like, it's kind of scary. So he scared this guy. Now I would show more of the conversation, but it kind of goes a little bit too personal. But that was just like, he sent me some screenshots of what the group was saying, and then he left that message to start. And so we've been going back and forth discussing why did his GFR level drop and why the kidney pain. And he's now waking up in the middle of the night on carnivore like crazy. These are the things that I've seen people. Kidney pain, and other gurus will just literally be like, you're tripping. I just played this guy's message. That wasn't my words, that was his. I think he's Australian or New Zealand. I need to clock the accent better. Australian or New Zealand. Darn it, I can't stand when my brain doesn't hear the two. But New Zealand is a little bit softer, but I digress. He literally is having kidney pain. He's waking up in the middle of the night. He's feeling tired. He's not feeling well. And this is typical with a lot of people. And they'll also have sensations of the heart palpitations. They'll feel drained. People are starting to wake up in the middle of the night, chronic constipation develops on the carnivore diet, or they try to eat a vegetable again, it's not working. So I'm making my carnivore bread in my apartment. I had to turn off my air. This is very hot, and then the oven is making the whole apartment hot. But I'm gonna, I think, release the video, well, probably before this one, on how to make that bread. So you'll see. Look on my channel for that bread. But these are common symptoms. It's like, I can't sleep. I'm constipated. I now have loose stool. Now everything bloats me, even including meat, and it never did before. Or now all plants bloat me, and that never happened before. Or now I have kidney pain. Or now my menstrual cycle has gone crazy. Now my hair is falling out. These are the common friggin' symptoms on carnivore. Now, these happen on keto too, but I'm really putting the attention on carnivore. Now, kidney pain typically happens because you have been chronically dehydrated before. You did not have a good electrolyte balance before you did carnivore. You did that, and then your GFR levels tanked because your protein went up by 2 pounds. I can't with this. You can't write this stuff in a box. It's like, do I answer? Do not answer? No, I'm not going to answer because I'm not doing this video again. I'm running low on time. Darn it. Okay, sorry guys. Well, this is real life here. You should have seen my face. I was like, do I start? Do I stop? What do I do? So essentially, and by the way, I don't know who the person is. I'm just like, it's a number, it's local. Do I answer? So these are the symptoms. These are typical symptoms: thyroid, adrenal fatigue, loose stool, menstrual cycle gets wonky, heart palpitations, chronic dehydration, bloat on everything. Now, have a histamine to everything. That's the message being left. So these are the symptoms. You know what, normally, guys, I have my phone on silent. I don't like to have any sound on my phone. But because there are certain other phone calls I'm waiting for, I have it on. But what I want you guys to do for the GFR problem is lower your protein. Don't eat over. If you are a woman, you only need up to 60 grams of protein. Unless you're 5'10", you might go to 65, 68. You don't need more. You don't need more protein, especially when you make it a high-fat, ketogenic version of carnivore. Now, there are some people who've got gallbladder issues, which I will go into a whole nother video on gallbladder issues when people go high-fat carnivore, and they're like, I can't because I've got another guy. These are guys who are young, who's like, I can't eat any fat. I'm trying to do carnivore, and I can't eat any fat. Now his GFR levels are being compromised because his protein is super high. It's over 2 pounds, and he's having kidney pain, and he doesn't do well on carbs. So sometimes people are just really in these jacked situations, and I'm trying to flip around and like, well, let's do a flush and let's fix the gallbladder. You still have it. Let's see if we can try other fats until we can go back to animal fats or some plant fats like coconut oil, which I don't like, but until we can go back to the animal fats. But a lot of people, I have them, their adrenals tank, they have hypoglycemia. We got to put them back on white rice. We got to find a starch that they don't react to, that doesn't bloat them. And for the gallbladder issues, we've got to take down that fat for the short term, do a cleanse that doesn't have friggin' oranges in it and things of this nature. When it comes to the hair falling out, that's the thyroid, which people have an underlying thyroid condition. They're not aware of it. And so again, you can either do keto omnivore or you can scale it back to low carb, high fat and add white rice. That's the main one. Some people do well on things like squash and zucchini. Some people do horribly when they go back onto low carb, high fat, when they're trying to just get, and like a lot of people don't do well with cruciferous vegetables. Some can go back from some who just like, I have like loose stool. And so we'll put them back on cruciferous vegetables. It stiffens up. They don't have a histamine response. Some people we have to take completely off the whole friggin' ketogenic of carnivore and keto and put them on low carb, high fat. But I want to say that these things, unfortunately, are quite normal that people don't do well on the carnivore diet. And it's not that it's a bad diet. It's not. It's amazing. It's just like people don't know what to do because this guru eats like this. And I'm doing, Stephanie, you're like, show me what you eat in a day. I'm like, no. Oops, it's glitching. No, you guys, we're not all the same. We start off very similar and then we live our lives and destroy our bodies. And then we react differently to different things. And so we have to figure out if do you have a histamine to beef? Do you have a histamine to pork? Do you have a histamine to butter? Do you have a histamine to, do you react to leaf lard? Do you react to suet? Like, do you better want tallow? Like what? Do you have a gallbladder problem? Do you have hypoglycemia? Are you waking up in the middle of the night? Now do you have chronic constipation? Because that's typically from a magnesium deficiency when you go carnivore. There's a lot of moving parts. And I just wanted to say, like, yes, going carnivore can frack you up. It can damage your thyroid. It can lower sex hormones. You can mess up your electrolytes, give yourself kidney pain. So take down the protein, up your fat, find the right fats, rotate your foods every 3 to 4 days. Make sure you go to bed extra early. Make sure you get your electrolytes in and drink some distilled water if you're having kidney pain to try to pull out some of the waste products from proteins, right? Get it out of the kidneys for the short term. Do some completely clean water. Now I gotta go and see who called. If you want to learn more, go to stephanieperson.com. My calendar is just about to be opened up, so hit me up on my website, stephanieperson.com, and be asked to be added to the short list. So you will get the notification first when all the dates are open. I have a course. You can also sign up on that, stephanieperson.com. So there's, I cover low carb, high fat, keto, omnivore, and high fat carnivore. Or you can follow me on my social media, which I don't like, but I like. Anyway, and I'm out. Deuces. Phone call and all. Now it's time for thunder. I can't wait. Love my boy.